Hi everyone, Monica Love here at the Blackout. So today we're going to be doing a just a quick overview of what I was talking about yesterday with the sign Capricorn. So this is going to be a very short video, and it's going to give you a jump start to learn more about yourself, your natal chart, and things in astrology. So we will be covering certain astrological points on this channel. And yeah, so we're going to be talking about Saturn. And Saturn is, again, like I said in the last video, is the task maker. It's the sign planet actually that's responsible for teaching us how to be responsible. So, how do you find and locate Saturn in your chart? Okay, so your natal chart is the picture of the planets at your birth. And like I said, you can go to astro.com and create your own chart, and you will see what house Saturn is in. Now, we haven't covered houses on this channel yet. If you don't know what a house is, you can comment below and I will start to make videos about the houses, but you can also look up what the houses are online. You're going to want to know where Saturn is, because what Saturn will do is it will teach you how to have responsibility and what are the things that may be stopping you from achieving certain things in your life. I believe personally that Saturn plays a huge role in our life to help us become responsible, help us to manifest the things that we want in our life. There's almost this need or feeling to focus on Saturn because these are the things that we don't really want to confront. These are things that we don't really want to do. So by finding where your Saturn is in your chart, it's going to give you an idea of what are some of the things that you need to focus on in this life. I strongly feel that Saturn is connected to our karma. So wherever Saturn is in the chart will show what you need to work on in this lifetime. And usually wherever Saturn is in your chart, it's usually something that we don't want to work on. It's not something that we really want to confront or we really want to do. So, for example, if you have Saturn in the fourth house, Saturn in the fourth house will really push you to become responsible when it comes to family members, when it comes to your family life in general. If your Saturn is in the 10th house, it could be focused on your work, your career. This is something that may need to be focused on for you in this lifetime, depending on where it sits in your chart. So locate your Saturn sign, see what house it's in. Okay, is it in the first house, the second house, third house, fourth house, etc.? There are 12 houses in the natal chart. So depending on where your Saturn is, it's going to give you some sort of insight on the things that you need to work on, the things that you need to improve in your life. And it can also talk about the karma that we all have, okay? The other thing too I want to mention is that if Saturn is a retrograde in your natal chart, then it means that it may be a little bit more difficult for others to impose certain rules or restrictions on you. I feel for those of you who have Saturn retrograde in your natal chart, this is trying to tell you that you need to be able to develop the skill within yourself of harnessing your own ability to become responsible. And for many people who have Saturn retrograde as they're growing up until they hit their Saturn return, it may be a little bit difficult. It may be a little difficult for you, if you have Saturn retrograde, to harness that responsibility factor within yourself, okay? Now, I do want to talk a little bit about Saturn returns. Now, Saturn return happens usually, by the time you're 30, sometimes earlier, depending. And that's when Saturn actually transits from the time of your birth, the place where you were born, that snapshot of the universe at your birth. Wherever Saturn was at that point, Saturn is always moving. So once it comes back to the same sign in the same house, that it was in when you were born, that's considered your Saturn return. And for those of you who are going through your Saturn return, that's the time when you're going to have and experience a lot of responsibilities that come into your life. And, it could be a very difficult time for many people because some of us are slammed and hit with major responsibilities that we weren't expecting. So, for those of you who haven't had your Saturn return, this is great information because you can get prepared so that when Saturn finally does hit that natal point of where it was at when you were born, you can be prepared and prepare yourself depending on where it lands in your chart. So, like I said, if it lands in the fourth house and you haven't hit your your Saturn return yet, then you can prepare for that. Okay, there's going to be things that maybe in the next couple of years that you will have to take responsibility for, maybe in your family. So the point here is to look at what sign Saturn is in when you were born and what house. The houses in astrology are going to focus primarily on the conditions in which that planet is going to work in that area of your life. The houses in astrology are the areas of life that you will be experiencing. Okay, so that's going to be the brief takeaway from this video. I'm going to keep it very short. If you'd like, comment below if you have any questions about this. And like I said, this channel is a reference channel. It's here to help you and focus primarily on the things that you need to know about yourself in order for you to spiritually advance, okay? So thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, and I will be coming out with more topics very soon. Bye.